I just deposited $100. It's a real account. I want to grow this account into $1,000, but anyway, let's just use it for our demonstration purposes. Right. So basically, this is the platform that you'll be using, and this is MT5, but there is uh, there's not much difference between MT5 and MT4. So I'm just going to go through the basics that you need to know. And as you can see right here at the top, um, it's by default on this part, there are no time frames. So you just right click anyway in here and then you click on time frames, right? And there you go. Now, um, these are the charts that you'll be dealing with, right? We call them naked charts. And as you can see, there are candles. I'm sure you guys are not familiar with candles, right? And a green candle represents basically a bullish market, meaning it pushes price upwards, and a red candle, it's a bearish, right? And okay, and here we've got the bid and the ask price, right? So the difference between the bid and the ask price is the spread, right? So about the candles, on the time frames, you can see that there's M1, M5, M15, M30 up to MM. So M5 stands for M1, sorry, stands for 1 minute, M5 5 minutes, M15 15 minutes, M30 30 minutes, H1 1 hour, H4 4 hours, D1 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. So basically, what this means is if I switch to 1 minute like that. Now each candle that I'm going to see represents the activity that happens in a minute, right? Now each candle will represent the activity that happens in a minute. So within a minute, that candle, after a minute, that candle is going to close, right? And let's just wait. Okay, and as you can see, after 1 minute, that candle closes, and then another one starts to form, right? And it's just showing you what transpired within 1 minute. So if I switch, let's say, for example, 15 minutes chart, means that each candle now represents what happens within 15 minutes, right? Okay, cool. So to zoom out, just use this button, zoom out, obviously, right? And to zoom in, obviously, this button right here, right? And you can scroll back and forth, right? The charts. Okay, now on the left hand side, there is a list of currencies, but by default, most of the brokers, they don't show all the currencies at once. So what you do is you right click, right, and then you click show all. I just did that, so it's dim, right? So you right click and then you click show all, and all the currencies will show up, right? Okay, and what else do you need to know? Now, basically, there is a button right here, new order. If you click that button, for example, so if like first symbol is the pair, yeah, for this example, it's New Zealand JPY, right? Because that is the pair that is currently there. And type is market execution. What this means is that you will be filled instantly, right, where the current market price is. And then we have got volume of 0.01. Basically, volume of 0.01 means that it's 10 cents per peak, right? It's 10 cents per peak. And then you have the stop loss, and then you have the check profit right here. So, for example, let me just, for illustration purpose, if I click sell, right here. It's please wait for the placed in queue. Let's wait and see. Taking too long. It's not supposed to take this long. I think network is poor, or I don't know what's happening. It's not supposed. Okay, now it's done. So your order will be at the bottom, right here. So this was NZDJPY, New Zealand dollar versus Japanese yen. And this is the order right here. It's a sale and volume was 0.01 in 10 cents per move, right? And this was the current, this was the price that I was filled in, right? And there was no stop loss and there was no take profit. These are just the trades that I just took on this account, and just before recording this webinar, I just took these trades, right? So it's a live account, and although we are using it for illustration purposes, it doesn't matter. I said I want to grow it into $1,000, all right? And basically for account history, as you can see, I just deposited $100, right? I just deposited $100, right? Okay, cool. So you're running trades. You can see your profit right here at the right, and at the bottom in black is your net profit. Or if you're in loss, it will show your net loss as a negative amount. It will reflect as a negative amount, right? Okay. So basically for the basics, I think uh, that is what you need to know. And also, if you want, for example, all the list of currencies are on the left hand side right here. And if you want to select another different currency, for example, Euro USD, you just left click and then drag and drop it. There you go. There is Euro USD, right? I made a sale right here, as you can see, and again, that's a profit. And if you want to select, for example, Pound USD, just left click and then drag and drop, right? Yeah, like that. Okay. So uh, those are the basics of just how to use your mt4 platform. And I think I left about take profit and stop loss. So basically, if your order is already running, for example, uh, New Zealand JPY, then you want to modify your take profit or stop loss, you just right click and then click on modify order. And for take profit, for practice purpose, let us just say 76.29. So basically, take profit. Basically, what it means is whether you're on the market or not, you want to be out of that position. Once that value is hit, you just come to your platform and you see your profit. So for stop loss, you want to be out of the market if the trade goes against you, right? So stop loss is based on a strategy. It's not just guessing, right? Okay. I think I made a mistake. 76.59. Let's click modify. Okay, there you go. So there is my stop loss and there is my take profit, right? As you can see, stop loss. If I'm wrong, I'll be out right on this line, and if the market goes in my favor, right, I'll be out somewhere here, right? So that's it about the basics of the platform so far. And some of the other things, for example, how to measure pips, you can use the cursor right here, as you can see. So my take profit, for example, is 20 pips in this example, and my stop loss, uh, it's about 8 pips, right? And yeah, so I just wanted to show you the basics of how to get started. So that's it for this example. And my next video will be a little bit more advanced. So just to check it out if you are a newbie. Cheers.